Good evening, everybody. We are in Cologne for the FIBO Football Festival. I'm here with Carl Kitchens, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year for the European League of Football. I don't have a script for this one. Me and Carl, we spent all morning together on a train. We've been just basically doing a whole podcast for about 4 hours of the day so far. So we thought we'd just put this into volition. So how are you doing, first and foremost?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Very nice. It's all a great atmosphere out here, so I'm perfect.
All right, cool. So tell me your top 3 quarterbacks, Carl. I'm not putting any. I don't want to know the top 3 quarterbacks. Who's your favorite 3 coming into the league this season, or you can do players that are already in the league?
I'm always going to go with my boy Sullivan.
Okay.
I never turn my bet down on my boy Micah.
Micah, okay.
Yeah,
okay, hold on.
And I got my boy Isaiah.
Isaiah Weed, top 3.
Yeah.
All right. So you got no Ben Holmes.
Ben Holmes, that's okay, you can add him to my top 4.
Okay,
Ben Holmes is a lethal quarterback. I love him.
Yep. You got Jay? No Jay in top 3?
No who?
No Jadrian?
No, because he'll be behind Ben Holmes.
Okay. Jalen Henderson? Reed Sinnett?
No. But I would put them, all of them are good quarterbacks for sure.
Yeah.
It just everybody came from a different background. Clark is arguably your top 3, just like Ben Holmes. All right. What I guess difference is, besides like my quarterback and everything, besides Micah, and it's like what people you have around you. You know. So I seen Sullivan face to face. He didn't have the best weapons around him, and he still led the league in passing. Isaiah Weens, he comes in and he becomes a winning quarterback for a situation that was very bad. And Michael, he's my quarterback, has his D1, has his experience and all that, so that's why he's going to always be my go-to guy.
I was about to ask, me and you have argued a lot about D1, D2, D3, what it means. Players coming in, it doesn't really matter if they're a D1 or a D2 guy.
Yes.
What's your feeling? Because you don't come from a D1 background, yet you're a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. You've got a ton of guys that come from D1 backgrounds into ELF that don't have the same success. What do you think makes that? So is this an experience thing, or is this just a mentality thing? How can a D1 FBS level athlete not succeed where a D2 like you or like Zach Edwards can be a historic player in ELF?
I feel like D1s are so used to playing against number 1 draft picks. They have, this guy is a number 1 draft pick, this guy is a number 1 draft pick. Where in D2, you gotta basically, if you wanna go to the next level, you gotta outshine everybody on your team, and you gotta outshine people in the D1 area. And that's just half of it. And then with D1, you get so many politics because he's 6'5", he can play football, he's 6'6", he can be the best tackle, where sometimes the 5'11", the 6-foot guard is just as good because he's not giving up sacks or he's not giving up nothing. To where D1, you gotta be, your size gotta be right, your technique don't really have to be right, but pretty much it's all based off size and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that just scrape through on pure athletic ability. They don't really know how to rush a pass.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
To also where D2 is all about, lower level than D1 is all about, can you play with your heart? So you have players like Zach Edwards, you have players like AJ Wentler. They play with their heart, they play with their mentality, and these are some of your top players in the league as of today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you obviously just mentioned your quarterback, Leon. We haven't seen much of him, right? He hasn't played that much in college. There's not a ton of tape on him available. Tell me about him. Give me an evaluation report, because I need something on him before the season starts. I need some insider knowledge.
First thing first, more. He's a leader. He's at the field first. He's asking questions. He's coming up. So that's always a determinant. And also, he practicing with us. So like he practicing with on the other side we have a good defense. So he practicing with great guys around him. So he's getting better every day. He's probably in the office probably right now with Coach Lee going over something. That's why I looked at it and I'm like, if he goes against our defense, of course, we'll stop him. But I know when he goes against all these other defense, I put my money on him every time.
Okay. I mean, speaking of your defense, you got Nazir. You're two veterans now. I think Nazir can probably count as a veteran. He's been around ELF for a couple seasons. You're basically German at this point. Like,
Dang.
Have you been kind of trying to mentor him? Because it's such a different way of life, the culture. You know, a lot of these guys in the NFL or even in college these days are coming from $1 million backgrounds, and they don't need to like have these backgrounds. But guys in Europe are coming from 9 to 5s and they're going to practice afterwards. So a lot of American quarterbacks. Ben Holmes is the only All-Star ever to make his debut in the ELF in Europe. Do you think Leon could be the next All-Star debutant?
I got Leon being MVP.
MVP?
That's my man. Leon being MVP. It might be a lot on him right now, but I never turn my back on Leon. He's the MVP to me.
All right, so who's the All-Stars? You gonna pick Nazir for your All-Stars as well?
All my teammates are All-Stars. Every one last one.
Well, I mean,
even players coming in, they were All-Stars. They all, everybody.
I mean, me and you got heated this morning. Me and Nick didn't give the team as much as maybe you thought we should have.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about Hamburg. Give me the check-in for Hamburg, because me and Nick, obviously, we didn't do it as you would have liked to have us have done.
Right now, the check-in is a very calm sea right now. So, as we get into closer to the sea, as we get closer to the season, it's going to start becoming the tides are going to start rolling to where either you catch the wave or you drown that sea, and that's it. That's it. Hey, it ain't no too much of. We're not going to be all about the talking. We're going to be all about the business. That's it.
I'm going to make you talk a little bit now because I'm going to ask you who in your schedule are you most looking forward to playing? Player, team, whoever. I know this is a very general, overdone question, but it's always interesting to see where your mind's at. You cannot give me the, we'll go week by week. Week 1 is the only one I'm focused on. I know you've got someone in mind or some team in mind.
I mean, I guess I'm ready to play all along. We're just trying to change the whole program around. We went 2-10 last year, so our whole mindset is let's just take it one week at a time. Whoever comes up, that's who comes up. Either you win or you lose. It's no tie. It's no answer if about it. So wherever it happens, we just want to go 1-0 every week, even in practice. That's all our mentality. 1-0, no matter what.
That Berlin game must be circled though, right?
Oh, I'm looking forward to that game.
You're looking forward to play the best quarterback in the league, Jacob Sullivan?
Yes.
Okay, better than Leon, even MVP Leon.
That was because I seen Sullivan play, so it makes sense.
All right.
Leon, I just only practice with him, but I have seen Sullivan play in the league. That's why.
I'm going to talk about offensive tackles in a second, but when you're down in your 3-point stance, 2-point stance, 4, whatever you want to play in, what is the last thing going through your head right before the snap? I'm interested to know that. Just give us a thought of the process inside the helmet.
Last thing is, first, beat the guy in front of me. Second is, find a way to call disruption in the backfield, no matter what, and also just do my job. Making sure that my brothers can trust me on the field and off the field. So as long as they can trust me on my side, I'm good.
And then tackle-wise, this season, well, first year we called it the year of receivers. We had a ton of receivers coming in. Last year we called it the year of DBs because we had so many talented DBs coming in. This year, me and Jamal Clay think it's probably the year of offensive tackles. Victor Stofel's coming in. We got Sven Berenbach still here. We've got Keanu Ebanks. We've got Steven Nielsen. Who's giving you the most problems at the offensive line? And you can go from Leipzig, you can go from Berlin, you can go from Hamburg, like your whole career, because you're an ELF OG.
The guys I practice with.
Any played, practiced, trained with, I don't care, anything you want.
Actually, nobody who I played against. It's only the ones that I practice with. They give me the hard time. So everybody else, they have their little schemes and everything. They ain't on that island. The guys I practice with, Fittis, Leopard, Niels, them guys give me more hard time than everybody else. Why? Because they hold their own up for 4 quarters. So if you want to use that as a call out, you can. But other than that, my guys that I practice with, they always give me the hardest time.
So let me just be straight. No one in any other team ever gave you any issues.
By themselves?
Yeah, because you did get double teamed and triple teamed a lot.
By
By themselves, yeah, I'm gonna go by themselves.
By themselves?
Not one comes to mind.
No, I don't put. No, I add them as a whole group.
Okay. So
I say offensive line.
they're just nameless.
They just an offensive line.
What about guards? Because you moved from
The guys I practice with.
Nice. You went from 5 to 9s. You played at where do you prefer playing? Like from 5 to 9, you can go into a side 3. You played a lot across Berlin because they kind of needed you too.
I kind of do my call out on the field, but I try to play wherever the mismatch can help me win the first guy, then the next guy comes.
Are you freestyling that a little bit then? So you come to the line, you see a certain, like a front, or they got 11 personnel, 12 personnel, or you see a certain offensive guards switched out for someone else. Are you adjusting that on the lines?
If a guy switch out during the game, then I adjust right there. But if he, but during the whole week, I'm watching film. I'm watching film on their tackles, they guard, they center, seeing how they play together, how they slide together, how this tackle played in the second quarter versus the fourth quarter, how this guard played in the first and third quarter with this tackle there. I try to look up other players that play just like me, or we have a little similar get off or a similar kind of style of football if they played them guys.
Who's one of those? Who's a couple of those guys that are similar to you?
We're all different, but you got Aaron Dunkel.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of his tape. I watch a lot of Stanley tape.
Yeah.
I watch his tape. I even watch my boy Aslan play a lot. So I watch him.
I think you're like DeMarco Artis. He's coming in Helvetic. He's basically you, but with a little bit longer hair. He's a very similar guy. He's been playing out in Finland, but you're looking at the offensive line as a unit. You're not isolating tackles and guards individually. You're looking at the whole unit all the time.
Yeah, I'm looking at the whole unit because I know every game is going to be different. Every scheme is going to be different. How you going to kick out? How you going to do this? But now I think I probably just have to look at one person because I have other 3, 4, 5 guys that's hungry to get to the quarterback. They might be under the radar, but they'll start shining as it comes closer to the season.
Yeah, me and you talked about that as well because I've been concerned that you're going to be at the edge and they're going to send 2 or 3 or maybe 4 if they have a tight end attached as well, just to control you, because I'm concerned about the Hamburg's defensive line, outside of you, of course. Talk to me about that, because you seem confident. You don't have to give away names, and I know you want to keep it under the radar, but nothing escapes me, Carl. I will find them.
At the end of the day, I go from my DBs in practice, they're amazing. So let me go ahead and give them a shout out first. They'll probably get on me, but they're amazing. So with them, with my back 5 being how they are now in practice, everybody talk about me talking. Yeah, them 5 are gonna come after you. And then my linebacker core, they are all competing. It's no drop off from them guys. Then I got then if you send your 2 or 3 guys towards me, like I said, I got them other 3 to 4 or 5 guys that's ready to take on their one-on-ones, and that's all we worry about. Yeah. My whole point this year is just to be a decoy.
Okay.
So if me being a decoy and everybody else is eating, I'm perfectly fine. I want my teammate to beat my sack record. That's how I know I did a good job on the defense.
So you're saying we might see a statistical dip?
You won't see, no, because we're going to be competing.
Oh, you're going to break your own record, and then your other teammate will break your broken record.
That's what I'm going for. That's what it's going to show that I'm ready for them guys to eat more.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit concerned about Hamburg in particular. There's a lot of run-stopping players. That linebacker core, there's E2Es especially. They're more run prototype linebackers. Nazir is a good coverage corner. I got some stick for saying he was a safety, but in my opinion he is. He's very good at stopping a run. Outside Dion, I'm struggling to see the elite pass coverage. So I'm expecting a lot of heat coming through, maybe 6, 7 man pressures at all times. Can you speak to that?
I mean, I don't know what we're seeing. Yeah. I don't know what my coach planning right now, but I'm just saying, going from, I was on I was on Berlin, but we barely sent pressure, and we still had like a top 2 passing defense. So you saying now we sending pressure? Oh, what could happen now?
You did have Dion that year. Dion's one of the best corners in the ELF.
Definitely the best corner. Best corner out of everybody.
Better than all the Americans.
Dion, my boy, he's the best corner.
Okay, I like Dion a lot.
Over Americans.
I'm a Dion fan. I'm not going to put him over some of the Americans, but he's my number 1 European corner.
Dion is my number 1 over everybody.
So
I might just call him now. He might be watching it now.
He probably is. I like Dion a lot. He's great. Great ball player as well. So I know you can't say too much on it. Nazir at corner or at safety, struggling to see the other position. Like if you put Nazir at corner, is that going to remove him too much from the action? You run a stretch right if he's left corner. Is that removing him away?
Like I said, we got players that's undercover. I got Laz, he could play safety. We have Victor, he's a safety. We have rotating players that just ready to eat and everything. So regardless of if Nas go to corner, if he decides he wants to play corner, he might see something. That hurts more people than us.
True.
That hurts y'all more than us because Dion is following every American. He already said it. He's following every American. He's not backing down from no challenges. And Nas, he'll guard this European, then he'll guard the fullback, then he'll lock down one side of the field, regardless, just based off his IQ of the game of playing safety and corner.
Yeah, Dion's outstanding. I'm really excited to see him back because he obviously got hurt with. He played with Leipzig. Did you play with him in Leipzig? No.
Yeah, that's my boy in Leipzig.
Yeah. He was amazing then. Gets injured. I was really worried about it. I saw him in the preseason in the Netherlands camp, and he looked so good. So I'm glad to see him back in like full force. They've also got a receiver that's coming back to the ELF that a lot of people are really excited about because we've never seen him take that much time. He's been like in and out. He's been in Mexico and he's coming back over to ELF, and then sometimes he won't get signed till mid-season. With a full year of him in the receiver corps, what are we going to expect to see from Terrion Robinson?
Terrion?
Yeah.
My brother?
Yeah. What were we going to see? 1,000 yards?
He's just the offensive version of. I'm the defensive version of him. He's the offensive version of me.
Interesting.
So interesting. You know how I say that's so interesting? Because he gets double coverage.
Yeah.
And I get like double team on.
Yeah, I see the vision. Yeah.
He gets triple coverage, and we have other guys that's ready to eat on that side of the ball. Because it's not just like we just don't have guys that just ready. They hunger. Like.
Is he a top 3 receiver in the league?
Who, Terrion?
Yeah.
He's number 1.
Number 1. So you got the number 1 receiver.
Number 1 receiver, number 1 corner.
Number 1 corner, number 1 defensive end?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Expand, please expand.
I'm a hybrid.
You're a hybrid.
Technically, I'm kind of like the number one cornerback because I put Dion number 2.
I did just watch you play cornerback.
Yeah.
But you're not defensive end. Are you at first?
I don't know. It just depends because sometimes I go into a 3 technique.
All right, defensive lineman. You're gonna make me work for this one. You know what I'm looking for.
My boy Boots.
Okay. So Boots number 1, Dennis number 1, Kitchens number 2. Finish off my top 3. You can't save someone from Hamburg. I know you're thinking of someone.
I got Big Josh.
You got Big Josh at 3. Okay.
I got Big Jonathan.
Okay, Hamburg might go 12-0 if they got all these.
I'm not saying, I didn't say that. I said we just working on 1-0 every week. That's it. That's all we work on.
So what is the expectation? Playoffs got to be expectation. I know you don't want to go week by week, but you're thinking the playoffs. You're thinking of Stuttgart in the finals.
I mean, we can't look far. We just have to literally slow it down. I can't look past what's going to happen in playoffs if I can't get past Madrid. So I just look forward to playing Madrid first. That's it.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really glad you brought up Madrid. Me and you have been talking about Reed Sinet. You've asked me, why are you so hard on Reed Sinet? He's never played in the ELF. I'm on Reed Sinet because he's played in the NFL. I know we talked about experience and whatnot, but I mean, he's in he might be pretty damn good when he comes to ELF season. How are you planning on stopping him?
Get to him. Not many 2 quarterbacks can throw on their back. It's like not too many of them can throw on their back. Not too many of them can throw with pressure. He might be used to his way of just like, I stay in the pocket, I have time, 3, 4, 5 seconds to throw the ball. People running their routes right, you know, because all we gotta do is just disrupt the timing. And then, like I said, my DBs are gonna hunt. They're gonna get to that ball somehow, some way.
I mean, people are excited about Madrid. Apart from Hamburg, Madrid are an exciting team. What do you see in that? People are, NFL quarterback. They got Andrew Wandinger coming in as the offensive coordinator. Nico Barra, me and you are both fans of. Lots of love on that team. But who other than Hamburg is a championship contender in your opinion?
We're just a week-by-week contender. That's all I can tell you.
You're not going to give me one championship contender.
I'm saying that the league is so open that everybody could be a championship contender.
So there could be
it's any given day, anybody can come play.
Okay.
We just want to be a week-to-week contender. That's it. We just want to know that when you come into every week, you have to play us.
All right.
You have to play us.
You do. That's the schedule rules.
That's the schedule. You just have to play us.
All right, one last question for
What's
you,
up?
Kyle Kitchens, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. You want one more message to the fans? You can cut a WWE promo on a player you want to call out in a team, or you can just be nice to the fans. However you want to finish it off. I want you to look right down the middle of that one right there.
That one?
That's close shot.
All right, first we're catching the wave 20-25. Also shout out to my teammates. Also shout out to the fans at Hamburg, my coaches, and hey, let's get it.
No call out.
Nah, no call out.
We
We just gonna play every team. No call out.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
I was just talking about you, man.
Hey, there's Dennis Butts,
Hey,
number
come
one.
here. Let's go.
Number one D-tackle in the entire league.
Hey, man, I put you number one. Defensive tackle.
Yeah.
This is the real number one.
Hey, nah. I put you number one.
No, you do your job.
No. We can do a job together. Come
All
on.
Wir beide. So. Seht ihr das so?
See, we ready to play.
One time in English for me, please.
We're both. Kyle and me, we're like this. You see this? For this generation, and we have the other generation. We have all generations. We both.
I'm telling y'all.
He's doing his job. I do my job. See you later, and see you on the field.
There we go. Now that's how you do a call out.
No, hey, that's my teammate. He coming in the interview with me. That's a teammate. That's the dude coming.
There we go. Right, appreciate it, Kyle. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Thank you, everyone. Make sure to tune in to all the checkups. We've done every single 16 franchises. Go check them out. 24/7 live stream for all the games you might have missed out. 24. Get yourself caught up. Might even see Kyle Kitchens on the field. Thank you very much. See you next time. Goodbye.